Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 14 of Bayonetta. I am Edgy and I'm recovering from a fever, so if I sound like shit, well, don't worry, I feel like shit too.
So this is a fever dream episode.
Not even
Are you sure
mind
it's
can come
either?
up
Are
with
you
something
sure it's
like
a fever? Sorry. Are you sure it's a fever dream or like, you know, a zombie sickness? Well, you feel like a zombie.
I feel like I really want to lay in bed right now.
It looks like someone's expecting us. Awfully nice of them to roll out the red
Mm.
carpet.
Luca, you need to get one.
That face on Luca is such a Gmod face. Like, Jesus Christ.
I do like how Lucas still goes along with this, even though, like, this clearly goes far beyond, Lucas'
His pay
capabilities.
You know, I could totally see like this being like some kind of Source filmmaker parody.
I mean, there's a lot of Source filmmaker parodies. I would not be surprised if there is something of Bayonetta as well. I mean, especially now that there is a PC version, they can just, rip out the mods and use that.
And then convert them into like models with like either Blender or Maya or something, or not Maya, but like some kind of 3D modeling thing, and then import that into like Source.
Yeah. That being said, I don't know if it's actually that easy to extract models. If it's just like
Bye, Luca.
Okay, to be fair, Luca wouldn't have been able to to manage himself if he went through that door.
But okay, Victor, you say that, and yet he survives so many like death-defying scenarios on a regular basis. I think he's fine. I think he's fine.
Yeah, well, cats have 9 lives, Nate. But at one point you are going to get the 9th one, and then you won't be so lucky anymore. They made a whole movie about that, you know.
I was just going to make that joke. I was just going to make that same joke.
You know it makes
movie, by the way.
I do
it also
too.
makes it also makes sense that Luca would be a cat boy.
Actually, I think Luca would be more of a dog person.
Yeah, I think he would be a dog person too.
He would prefer dogs, but like he would be like, if he was a furry, he'd be a cat.
No,
he'd be a dog.
Okay.
And his favorite Persona game would definitely be Persona 3.
Because dog.
Yeah. Then again, I'm pretty sure that even non-dog persons have a weak spot for Koromaru.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. They also have a weak spot for Amaterasu as well.
That's the that's guy from Okami, right?
Yeah, that's the dog from Okami. Yeah, well, the god from Okami. Yeah.
Yeah. The god taking the form of a dog.
Yeah, I still need to play Konami. I still need to play Okami.
I do too.
Yeah. You know, I keep telling myself that I'm going to get it on, like, the next Steam sale, but
you unequipped it.
But we are just coming fresh out of the Steam Spring Sale, and no, I still haven't bought it.
Guess while we're on the subject of the Steam Spring Sale, I managed to get like the Walking Dead collection that was like 60 Canadian bucks for $9.
That's very nice.
Actually, no, $10, but either way, it's literally a steal. It was literally a steal.
Yeah.
You too get to shoot a woman in the face because she's holding a weapon against you.
Like, I always love it when, critically acclaimed games that are worth every penny. Well, I mean, I say that, but I don't know that much about the Walking Dead game in question. But I do appreciate it when games like that have a high reputation are significantly on sale.
I will say the first game is like, without giving any spoilers, the first game is really good. The second game is kind of it's a bit but it's still a worthy sequel. Chapter 3 is not the greatest, and 4 is, and the last season is like on par with season 2, really.
For the love of God, what I had said is a reference to episode 3, I believe, of the first Walking Dead, because there's an actual woman with the crossbow that actually is threatening you, and you can just interrupt her at any time to shoot her in the face.
Even though she's like one of the best characters in the franchise. In the Telltale franchise, anyways.
No, I don't think you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're right. There's two women with crossbows.
The one during the cannibal house stuff. The one during the cannibal house stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, that woman.
Oh.
That woman. That's the one I'm talking about.
Never mind. Oops. But no, the other one is like genuinely fantastic.
Is that Michonne? Or
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while since.
If I've butchered her name, I've never seen it. I've never heard it spoken. I've just seen it read, and my mind reads it as Michonne.
That's like a mini series in between seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah, but
and you don't
but it's part of that stuff.
Yeah, and you don't even play as Clem.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're spoiling shit for like Victor. I'm sorry, Victor. If you were planning on playing the Walking Dead games,
I don't.
Okay,
because you're not really a Telltale person, to be honest.
Oh no, the fuck I ain't. I remember.
I mean, you don't.
I remember when the Batman Telltale game was announced. I straight up put like, I wouldn't say it was a rage baity post in the Steam forums, but I did spoke up against like how much I hated seeing like Telltale get all these like franchises out there. And it actually got to a point where one of the comments to that post in particular was somebody going like, isn't Batman part of the public domain?
Oh.
Like, oh, that was. Oof.
I mean, it doesn't seem like you're not just not into Telltale games, but also just any like choose your own adventure type games in general.
Here's the thing. I don't mind the concept of a choose your own adventure book. I just think it's very fucking lazy that, DC was like, hey, Telltale, would you like to make this thing for us? When they themselves have the resources to, do it themselves. Like, they made games.
Wait a minute, DC and therefore Warner Brothers asked Telltale to make a game about Batman?
Look, I don't know.
Yeah, Telltale, Batman, Telltale.
Well, I don't know if it was Telltale approaching Warner Brothers / DC, or if it was DC / Warner Brothers commissioning Telltale. But I just really didn't like the approach the company was taking. And again, maybe I'm being overly mean to Telltale. I mean, technically speaking, they didn't do anything wrong. If I'm gonna complain about how every one of their games was the same, well, spoiler alert, I play a lot of Ubisoft games.
It also didn't help that the two Batman Telltale games were like coming out at the time when the company was going through like a really like ugly like bankruptcy.
Yeah, but just
or was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Yeah, but just let me make this clear. I am not specifically against choose your own adventure books, choose your own adventure type games. I'm against Telltale. I'm against Telltale taking all these, established stories and giving it another chapter that, in my opinion, nobody asks for. I know Telltale has its fans, and I'm gonna be honest. From what I understand, The Walking Dead by Telltale is actually brilliantly written. There's a reason why so many people wanted to be finished after Telltale went bankrupt. I'm also hearing a lot.
People prefer the Telltale Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us.
That was actually the second one I was about to bring up. But The Wolf Among Us, I'm pretty sure that's a somewhat fully original title. It probably is based on like some public domain story out there, but it's original enough. And I do feel like those two are the games that I'd be most willing to actually play from Telltale. But
Wolf
stuff
Among
like
Us or both Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us.
Both Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us. However, I do feel like for The Walking Dead, I do need to play the game. I do need to get into the series proper first. Now, luckily, that is possible by the low price of whatever the fuck Disney Plus costs nowadays.
Yeah.
And, of course,
I
there's
forgot that's on Disney Plus.
And, of course, there's also the forbidden option, which we're not going to mention.
Har fiddly dee.
No, but if I want to get into The Walking Dead, I guess I could, but I'm not gonna start with the fucking with the game. And The Wolf Among Us is kind of the thing I could jump into at any time. I even think that I got the game for free by Xbox Live Gold at some point. But obviously that requires me to be actually subscribed, which, hey, I'm not.
Yeah.
The Telltale Walking Dead games don't actually require knowledge about the series.
Well, I know about that, but still.
And you feel more comfortable with having at least a little bit of a background with the series then. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah. Just like with Tales of the Borderlands, you don't need prior knowledge of the Borderlands franchise to play it.
Well, Tales of the Borderlands, I only got that because they, it was like really cheap when they announced when they put out
also another good one.
The Pandora's.
That's also really good.
When they put out the Pandora's Box collection, because I pretty much already had all the Borderlands titles. The only thing I didn't have was the season pass. I didn't have the season pass for 2, but I did have all the DLC for 2. Kind of strange how that goes, but
some collection.
Yeah, so they put out the Pandora's Box collection, which was one of those complete your bundle kind of bundles on Steam. So since I already had pretty much every Borderlands title out there, I think I only had to pay like $6, and I got the Tales of the Borderlands games and the season pass for Borderlands 2. Yeah. Oh, and the Commander Lilith DLC, the one that, if I recall correctly, allows you to start from level 30.
It's also really funny that the early Telltale games, but not super early, but like I think like the first season of Walking Dead onwards until like the first Batman game, where the like achievements or trophies are like the easiest things to get because they're just like you just go through the episodes normally and you just get the platinum trophy on at least on like the PlayStation versions anyways.
Yeah.
And then they just stopped doing that because nobody who the hell does that anymore. I don't know.
I mean, I do.
It would be it would have been stupid to do that.
I do
nowadays.
appreciate that you were able to get the platinum trophy like that, because they could have just gone the Sonic Mania route and not have a platinum trophy.
I forgot that game didn't have a platinum.
It's like there's no real reason to do any like sort of trophy hunting on the PS3 on the PS4 version of Mania.
There's no period to do trophy hunting, period.
Oh.
Let me re-say that. There's no reason to do any trophy hunting, period.
I mean, look, some people, they quite like the concept of having a bunch of platinum trophies. I personally think I've got only 2 of them, but I don't care about trophies anyway. Like, yeah.
I
don't either.
On my that being,
Like,
I do like trophy hunting at some point, but it's not necessary for some games.
Like, I'm just gonna take a quick look on the PlayStation
Twisted
app
Metal
to,
Black.
To verify,
Oh,
but
God.
I do genuinely think that I only have 2 platinum trophies. Oh no, wait. Okay, I've got 3 of them. What's the third one? Like, I know Persona 5 Royal. I know Spider-Man PS4. What is the third
Twisted
one?
Metal
got-
PS3, I mean. Not Black.
Yeah.
Black was on PS2.
On that note, Black should be on like fucking PS5 already. If it hasn't been.
Hold on, just gonna check.
Oh right,
I don't think
okay, of course. I found out what the third platinum trophy is. It was Spider-Man Remastered, of course.
Because
Yeah,
they got
for some
two
reason. For some reason, Twisted Metal Black
Nice dissolve.
not that one. Actually, I think the only Twisted Metal game that's on PSN is the first one. Maybe the first 2.
I do know that 2 at least is like on there because it's like
the
one
TV
of
series.
Oh, okay. Excluding the TV series, I mean.
No, it's because of the TV series.
Yeah.
That's why
yeah.
those are on. Which I've heard very good things about the TV series for Twisted Metal.
That one is on Prime Video, right?
Yeah.
No, it's on Peacock.
Oh, my bad.
No, okay. I recall seeing it on Prime Video, but that makes sense. I think Peacock is one of those cases where every now and then they put their stuff on Prime Video to give people a taste. You know, kind of same with the Sonic movies, where you can sometimes find those on Netflix.
Yeah.
Does it have a... Is it available in 4K on Peacock, or...
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. I recall it only being available at 1080p on Prime Video. Which, unfortunately, is something I start seeing quite a bit more. I mean, when I watched Shawshank Redemption on Prime Video, that also was only in 1080p, even though it's definitely available in 4K, because, well, there's a 4K Blu-ray of it that I ended up purchasing.
And they extracted like the sorry, go ahead.
If I mention that I quite like the Shawshank Redemption, it's pretty good.
I mean, I can't blame you. It's one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
reason.
it's not the best movie ever made.
I know. I said one of
obviously.
them.
I mean,
I said one of the best movies ever made. There's multiple.
yeah. I'm still very glad with the purchase of it. I did also purchase the Green 1.6 kilometer. Yeah, gotta love those regional names. But that movie kind of scares me, not because of the content of the movie itself, but rather because the movie is fucking 3 hours long. Holy shit!
And it's also one of the most depressing movies that Stephen King has produced.
I like how you specifically say one of the most depressing movies that Stephen King has produced, implying that there's a lot of depressing movies that Stephen King hasn't produced.
Well, it's one of the most prominent movies. One of the most prominent movies that's of his that's depressing.
Yeah. No, I've got some like really vague memories of being the first class of middle school. Basically, my teacher history, for some reason, decided to show it to us, and I was kind of surprised because it's a 16+ movie. Well, at least that's the European rating. And you're showing that to a bunch of like 12, 13-year-olds? I mean, don't get me wrong, there is a reason why why those age ratings are a thing. And
it's a 15, really.
The European rating already doesn't... let me just say it like this. Unlike Americans, we ain't fucking pussies. It was a bit of nudity in the movie, so fucking what? We still put it out on 12+. Straight out of Compton, the unrated director's cut, or whatever they call it. 12+ here. When in America, I think it goes beyond
R.
R-rated.
It's R. No, it's just R. It's not NC-17. It's R.
Okay.
And yeah, Canada also gets has its own rating system, but it mostly just uses America's rating system anyways.
Bayonetta, stop gyrating on the weird pillar.
What's wrong with pole dancing?
We don't know what this is. Why would you pole dance on it?
Who cares?
Yeah. So, anyway, you ready to find another secret?
Oh boy, where is this next portal now?
This one is actually somewhat straightforward, but I kind of blundered on it. So, this is gonna lead to one of my more avoidable deaths.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yep.
The anticipation is killing me. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I tried to get back up, but this... No. I felt cheated here.
Resistance is futile. Oh, wait. Resistance is futile.
Yeah, but don't worry. I know myself. I edited past this.
No, you haven't.
Well, if I don't edit past it, it must mean because there's some, quality content that I need to show you guys. Oh wait, I accidentally summoned a battle against this guy again.
Sus.
It's Ball.
It's Ball.
For some reason, I can only think about like Hammond from Overwatch's voice line, "Be the ball." I spam that so much. Wrecking Ball, the hamster.
I was gonna say who's. Okay, I was gonna say his name is not Hammond. Oh, it is Hammond.
Yeah,
but
his name's Hammond.
But okay, you're referring to like I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, technically speaking, his name. If you hover over him in the character selection menu, it's Wrecking Ball.
But the hamster's name is Hammond.
The hamster's name is Hammond. Yeah.
Yep.
And I think he's Diva's hamster, right?
I haven't dug that much into the lore. The only thing I know about Hammond, or Wrecking Ball, is that he's one of the, I want to say, 6 heroes that I end up getting the golden weapon for. Because, I made the mistake of playing Overwatch competitive back in the day. And my god,
sorry to hear that.
Was it a mistake?
Sorry to hear that.
I mean, I only really had one character that I played as, that being Mei. So once I had the golden skin for her weapon, at that point it was basically just a shit post. Like I got
Mei is a shit post.
I got Hanzo's golden weapon. I got Widowmaker's golden weapon because
what if you got Bastion?
I think I got Junkrat's golden weapon. It's way too long.
Let's try this again. Volleyball fist.
I'm sorry, but every time. Oh, damn it! They missed again.
Yeah, they just reuse the same animation.
Fuck it.
It's a good animation, man. And
yeah, but we've already seen it. It kind of loses impact if you do it a second time.
Yeah, I feel it should have gotten spiked. I feel it should have gotten spiked.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, but every time I hear the name Hammond, I'm immediately thinking of Top Gear.
So anyway, now that we got that fight out of the way, I feel like
I just glossed over what I just said.
Now that we have that out of the way, get the chest, Get the chest. No.
No.
Okay, fine.
Not
Let me go. Let me try and respawn.
No, you're dead. Oh, wait, no, you're not.
No, he's not.
No, I'm
No,
not.
you
I'm
almost
not
did.
dead
Also,
yet.
I've been looking up. Hammond is no one's pet.
So it was just a lab rat.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's actually a lot better. And I thought Hammond was like Diva's hamster for the longest time.
My mind went to May.
No,
May doesn't
mine went
seem
to.
like May doesn't seem like one who keeps pets though.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, so if you're out of health and
And
you
dead.
try to do that, you get eaten by a dragon.
Oh. Reason I thought that Hammond would be like Diva's pet is because they both have mechs, yeah. So that makes sense in that context.
How
Yeah.
dare you assume?
Oh yeah, duh. I can't assume anything in a year of our Lord 2025 about anything anymore.
You know, there's this thing that my social studies teacher constantly used to say.
You make an ass out of you and me.
No, assumptions are the mother of all fuck-ups.
Well, okay, well that's kind of on par with like
And
if you
you
assume you
royally
make an
did
ass
one
out of you
earlier.
and me.
Yeah.
Guess I'm not the only person who thought this though. A lot of people who played the original Overwatch thought that as well.
Have I mentioned that I really miss Overwatch, but I would never try getting into Overwatch 2?
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I mean, the game is
Now
fun,
remind me,
but
you are timed for this boss fight, right?
no, but the environment is crumbling, so I guess that's
Yeah, that's what I
in some way
mean. That's what I mean.
Well, I don't know.
It can catch up with you. Is what
Environmental
I'm
storytelling.
Yeah, no, I do see the top of the elevator shaft there, so in a way this boss fight is timed. Either that or it just... Ouch.
asking. Ouch.
Ouch.
He's gonna feel that in the morning.
Ouch.
Also, I do want to take a moment to point out that at this point of the story, Luca is riding the elevator. Or at least trying to get to the top of the tower.
Is he just
So, like-
I swear to God, he probably just casually like rides the elevator up to the top of the tower.
I sure hope he's not taking
He's
the
in
elevator.
another elevator. He's in another elevator.
He's in a elevator.
Yeah, I guess Luca has a permanent 10 stat in luck.
A permanent 10.
Charisma.
Very low.
Charisma.
So it's just like a 0
Hey, it's
modifier.
Rainbow Road. Did we die?
This is the Golden Road, Ben.
No, I do like
High in the sky.
I do
But
like
there's
the
no-
way
but
I
this
do
isn't
like the way this
rainbow.
looks, but unfortunately you can't tell where they stopped designing, and they didn't put like any fog around it or something, so it just feels like the game has somewhat low draw distance.
This is
You missed
no,
two
that's
things.
no,
Were
that's
both
where
of those Alpha 9 portals?
No, I
Okay.
didn't. Like I said, I did not miss any Alpheum portal.
Okay.
Like I get all the witch hearts, all the moon pearls.
That's weird. What two did you miss then?
Well, there are extra verses that you can get if you backtrack, or if you
True.
go out of the way, like that bit where you know you saw me die because I got eaten by a dragon. I think that if you go to one of the other like platforms, there are battles for you there.
Oh, okay.
I would not be
That's so
surprised. It's kind of, I do think it's kind of weird how this game, you know, flip flops from being linear with exploration in it.
Yeah,
So it's like,
I agree.
it's like semi non-linear, which is weird for this game.
Yeah.
I think I and many others would have probably like preferred it to just be linear with like a hint of backtracking, but not like full it to the brim with that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But
is Bayonetta 2 linear?
No, there are some battles in that game where if you go out of your way, you can discover them.
But not to the same effect as the first game?
I have too little experience with Bayonetta 2 to give a proper answer to that.
Okay.
Give it like a year when we do Bayonetta 2, if we do Bayonetta 2, if I'm the one doing Bayonetta 2.
If you're the Bayonetta guy on YouTube.
Well, I mean, I'm not the Bayonetta guy on YouTube, but I am
on this channel anyway.
But I guess I am the Bayonetta guy on Splitscreen because I'm the only one who played a Bayonetta game for the channel.
Man, we don't really care.
I played beaten Bayonetta 1.
Him? But I haven't played 2 yet. I probably should. Although I really should.
Yeah, you probably should.